Welcome to the podcast for the sisters and bros. It will make you laugh from your head to your toes. Talking about their lives, from the highs to the lows. And the name of the title goes, The Sloppy Joes.
Welcome everyone to the Sloppy Joes podcast. It is a lovely Friday.
Oh, Friday, eh?
In fact, we do have the gang back together.
Gangbang.
It's Joe Smith.
Hey.
It's like a sort of podcast gangbang. And it was I'm up for. And Ethan James in the corner.
He's back.
Hello.
Our beautiful boy has returned from the war.
I think we should be quite open with the viewers, the listeners.
Okay.
There is a big Ethan James Marbella special coming on Tuesday.
Is it ever?
So if you think, why aren't they talking about Ethan's big trip with the boys? It's coming, isn't it, Ethan? You give out some big secrets.
Or in we often talk about the chronological order of how we record these podcasts, and it sometimes confuses me because sometimes say episode 99 is recorded after episode 100.
I think you've lost yourself a little bit
Already.
And this is in this occasion as well. So we've already had a lovely catch up, haven't we?
Yeah, some things were revealed. Big time.
Some real sort of potentially life-changing things were revealed, actually. And I don't know if we've recorded any of it, but Joe's got some thinking to do. Let's just put it that way.
I've not got any thinking to do. I know what I'm about. I'm a meat eater. Can't get me vegetarian, boys.
That's true.
Oh.
I mean, occasionally you might want to, a little butternut squash.
What have you been up to over the weekend?
All sorts, mate.
You went to Sheffield?
Went to Sheffield.
You're a golfer now?
I went golfing.
What?
He's a golfer now. It's unfortunate, isn't it?
That's why I'm dressed like a sort of 19th century. Do you know when golf was first invented? Whenever it was 18th century, 19th. I don't know how old it is.
I can't be.
Yeah, you know how old everything is.
Like this, didn't they? But yeah, I played golf.
What's your favourite bit about golf?
The pint afterwards is good.
Yeah,
because you're genuinely quite tired because you walked like 10 miles or something. But everyone sort of, I feel like people are laughing at my golf clubs.
Where have you got them from?
I've had them since I was, I think, 12 years old, 13 maybe.
Wow.
They were from eBay.
You bought golf clubs from
Yeah, but
eBay?
they were new off eBay.
Oh, nice.
But they're a brand called Falcon Golf.
Sounds good.
It does, doesn't it? But it's not. They were £150. All the clubs.
For the full rack?
All the clubs. Putter, driver, the bag, and a trolley. All for $150 and some balls. So it was like the cheapest deal you could possibly have. I went to a driving range to try them out because I was so excited to try them out. The 3-wood, this is obviously 10 years ago, the first time I ever hit it, swung it back, hit through it, the head of the club just flew off into the distance. That's how poorly made they are.
The story could have gone either way. I really thought you might have gone down the route of hole-in-one.
Hole-in-one. Well, there isn't really a holes on a driving range, so that would have been tricky.
True.
However, golf was invented in the 15th century, which is insane.
Be right. Golf was invented in the 15th
Yeah.
century.
It's a mad sport, just basically following a ball around a park.
What was they doing like the Open in the 15th century?
No. It's old, though, isn't it?
It is old.
There was the real gutting thing. I went with my mate Ross, who you've met before.
Yeah, Ross.
Met him after the live show. It was really nice. And the whole time was building up, will we get a buggy or not? Because golf with a buggy is great. It's like go-karting, you skid it around. All the people who are members have a go at you because you're sort of not taking it seriously. You're flicking the Vs, you're buying bacon sandwiches, you're having a laugh. Golf without the buggy is, imagine going on a 10-mile walk with some rattling sticks on your back.
Oh, that sounds like a ball ache.
It is a bit. So I went and played golf. We didn't get a buggy. So gutting.
How many steps did you do that day?
Just on the round of golf was 16,000.
That's too many steps.
Yeah, it is too many steps. And also because I'm going like zigzagging from rough to rough to rough to rough because I'm terrible. I hit, I think, 50 over par, which is like one of the worst you can have and still have a handicap. So I play off a 50 handicap. And also, here's the thing with golf that really pisses me off, right? Yeah. This is what golf is all about. It's about making you feel bad for being at the level you are, whilst at the same time trying to make the game even. So one thing I love about golf is the handicap system, because it means that someone who's really bad can have a fair game against someone who's really good. And there's not really any other sport like that, is there? If you go and play five-a-side
in football, so
no.
I'm 10. I get 10 goals.
Yeah, that would be the equivalent. You start with a 10-goal head start or whatever, and that's kind of could work, but also it doesn't really work.
Because it makes you embarrassed if you do get beat 12-10.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you've let that slip.
But for whatever reason, golf decided to put this like fairness clause in, where I'm playing off 50 and Ross is playing off 20 or whatever, and I can still beat him. If I have a good day, I win. If he has a good day, he wins. But for whatever reason, golf people don't like it when you've got a really high handicap. And Ross doesn't do this too much, but when I've done like big events and stuff, all they go on about is, oh, of course you're going to win because you've got a really high handicap. You go, I play one round of golf every 2 years.
Yeah.
What do you want me to do? Just be fucking Tiger Woods?
How'd you get your handicap, Ethan?
Oh, how did I get my handicap?
No. How do you get your golf handicap?
Oh, I'm not much of a golfer myself, Joe, so I don't know if I'm the right one to answer that, although I've just recently got some golf clubs.
You have?
Yeah.
Why?
So, my granddad was a bit of a golfer. He gave them to my stepbrother Ed, and he's now starting a family. They said, my friends are playing golf. Can I borrow them for a bit? He went, why aye, son. Took them down to Manchester. Haven't got them out the bag once.
What are they?
Oh, an iron 7.
This is so dull.
That's not a thing.
It might be an iron 4 then.
a 7 iron, a 4 iron. What brand are they? Do you know?
A driver.
So you got
Slavenger.
Slavenger?
Is it not?
That's not a
Is that not cream for your bits?
Slavenger? You do mean Slazenger?
Is that Slazenger oil?
Is it Slazenger?
What is Slazenger? Isn't that
It's a
cream?
brand. No, that's E45.
Oh yeah.
Sudocreme. But it's just so full of rules, and then everyone loves sticking their nose. You remember? Oh, have you been? Oh, what are you going over there for? Oh, you only allow 4 people off the tee. Oh, you're a woman. You're not allowed to play until 1999. And even then, we're going to make you feel bad about it.
They thought you were a woman.
No, but that's just what golf is.
Yeah.
It's old-fashioned nonsense. It's quite fun playing with your mates and having a walk around and having a chat.
Yeah.
But they just love sticking their nose in.
What about I'm trying to get into water sports, me.
Oh, yeah?
I think I want to.
Becky, she don't fancy it?
No, she does. She wants. We're kayaking.
Did you buy the waterproof sheets and everything? Or?
No. We bought some wetsuits though.
Really?
Put a wetsuit on. Yeah. Hey,
Just do it in the shower. You don't need all that.
How disgusting is this? I once had a friend who said they used to sometimes when his missus was away wank so much he used to wear a wetsuit.
Right.
What?
No.
No.
Swimming in it.
That's not true.
Awful, that, innit?
No. It's not true, is it?
What, like when he goes to bed, Drew, he has to like put it on because it stops him putting his hands down.
No. He ejaculates that much. He's swimming in it.
It's a joke, Ethan.
Sorry. I thought you said he had a wanking addiction. So every time he went to bed, he put a wetsuit on so that it would like stick to him.
Have you ever heard that about cornflakes?
What, if you're a wanking addiction?
No, that they were originally designed to stop...
Wetsuits?
No. Fucking hell, get a sentence out. Christ. They were originally designed to stop people at monasteries, like boys at monasteries, from masturbating.
And why? What would
they're quite sharp, aren't they?
Can you Google this, Ethan? Google this. But
you're not eating it via your knob.
Can you Google this, please? I can't remember whether they
what the
put them
fuck am I
down.
typing in?
Put Kellogg's
Cornflakes anti-masturbation device. I can't remember whether they made them eat them and they thought that would suppress your sort of sexual appetite, or whether they'd lay them down on the bed and the priest would be able to hear the rustling if anything was going on. But I'm almost certain there is some link between cornflakes and the sexual proclivities of young
Right, we
boys.
just Googled it. Cheers,
Here you go.
Ethan, right.
This is when cornflakes were part of an anti-masturbation crusade. In the 18th and 19th centuries, much of the world works itself into a tizzy of the idea that people were touching themselves. Anyway, in the United States, one of the loudest anti-masturbation voices was John Harvey Kellogg, a physician and devout Seventh-day Adventist in Battle Creek, Michigan. In addition to... Okay, so keep going down. It says here, in this vein, the doctor had also come to believe that sex, including masturbation, was detrimental to physical, emotional, and spiritual well-being. Fucking hell, they really take the time to
all
get
I can see
through
at the
it.
bottom there. It's all in the diet. Early in the
Kellogg's solution, go up. Kellogg's solution to all this suffering was a healthy diet. He thought that meat and certain flavourful or seasoned foods increased sexual desire, and that the plainer foods, especially cereals and nuts, could curb it. An idea proposed in the mid-19th century was that the graham cracker could be an anti-masturbation device. While Kellogg worked as the superintendent to Battle Creek, Michigan Sanitarium, he hit upon a few healthy ideas. 2 became breakfast staples, and 1 that thankfully didn't. However, the health treat for patients that consisted of oatmeal and cornmeal baked into biscuits and then ground into tiny pieces, called granola and cornflakes. So he made them thinking that the more boring your diet was, the less you'd masturbate. What are your thoughts on that?
Oh, if anything, that boring segment there, the more I wanted to masturbate.
Really? Well, you started touching yourself just towards the end there, didn't you?
No, I just got a text off Becky saying, and this is word for word, Joe, the parrot landed on my head. I'm not even joking, best day ever. There's a parrot. Becky's in Grimsby at the minute, so she's looking after some of the dogs where mum and dad live. So they've got 2 dogs.
Just some of the dogs?
They've got 2 dogs, and they've got Buck now, who's our dog. So Becky's looking after 3 dogs. There's a parrot on the loose. They can't sort of let the parrot back in. The parrot just gets about Grimsby. It's a lovely place. And Becky, my partner, just said the parrot landed just on her head then.
Have you seen it before?
I've seen the parrot. Do you want a picture of it?
What colour is it?
Orange parrot. I'm not even lying. Do you want to see the picture of the parrot?
Obviously, yeah.
Let me find it for you. We're going to add this in. An orange parrot. Just getting about.
So whose was it?
No one knows. It's a mystery. It's a mystery parrot. I was back in Grimsby on the weekend.
Oh, yeah. How was it?
It was great. So they've got 2 nieces that we were looking after as well. So it was a madhouse. Absolute chaos. 3 dogs, a parrot, 2 kids.
You weren't looking after the parrot?
Oh, we were keeping an eye on it, in case any cats went for it. We were playing Pirates. You ever played
Parrots?
Pirates.
Oh.
So the parrot really did fit, which is great.
I didn't
The kids
shoulder.
thought it was part of the show.
No, what's Pirates?
Pirates is where essentially you create like a pirate boat in the garden, and you like sort of pretend to row. Great fun. But I thought it'd be a bit of a laugh if I became an evil pirate, ran across the garden and created my own sort of up on these steps that are in the garden. So I tell the kids that I'm going off, give them a bit of a push, floor them, let them know you mean business. Run across the garden, and when I've run across, I stand in dog poo, and therefore I then trounce this dog poo up these steps. So, action station.
Did you know you stood in it?
I've got dog poo on my feet and on the steps.
Have you got shoes on?
Yeah, I've got shoes on. So I go to find this big contraption, like a big hose that they've got. They've got one of these hoses that literally goes on for ages and ages and ages.
Yeah.
So that is at the bottom of the garden. I'm at the back here trying to fix the hose, getting it ready. I turn it on everywhere because I've not fixed it right. I've not fixed the hose to the actual hose pipe right. Chaos. I then reel it all the way out. I've managed to get it right. I run down the garden with it. Yeah, they're loving it because it's water and it's fun. And as I get to it, I turn it on, nothing happens. Fuck. Put it on the floor, run back.
So there's just dog shit absolutely everywhere at this
now.
point because you took 1,000 steps since you've done that dog poo.
Run back.
Did you take your shoes off?
Yeah, I took my shoes off.
Right.
Fixed it again, turned this thing on, turned it on full blast, and then I hear chaos. It's working, Joe. But one of the kids has got it in her hand.
Oh, no.
And she's turned to the neighbours. And they're outside. And she's going, Joe! And she's going... and this fucking hose is going the most powerful hose I've ever seen. And it is landing on the guy. Like they've got a little conservatory. She's... like that. She's fucking buzzing.
Rinsing everyone.
I was crying, laughing, but I knew that this is bad. And they're like, excuse me! Over the fence. Ruined the day.
Are they nice neighbours?
Yeah, they're all right.
Do you think you'll be a dad one day? Because that's
Nah.
You want?
Don't think so.
Do you want kids?
I'm interested in just looking after them for a little bit, teaching them the ways of life, then letting them go.
So the obvious sort of next question there is, first of all, that is what you do with kids. You raise them, you teach them the ways of life, and then you let them go. That's actually what kids are. So you sound like you could be a dad. And secondly, does it not worry you the old, when you get older and you need a bit more help situation?
What do you mean by that?
What?
What do you mean when I need more help?
So, like, one of the things that, I don't know, everyone says about kids is when you're a bit older and you're in your 60s, 70s, 80s, whatever, and you might need help with the shopping or you might need, looking after a little bit or whatever, often it's your kids that do that for you. And obviously by not having kids, do you worry that you'll be in a situation where that help isn't there for you?
I don't know, no. When are you going to have kids?
No, what, have you never thought about that?
No, are you going to have kids, Ethan?
How have you not thought about that?
I'm not that bothered.
What about being helped when you're
Yeah, you're sure
older?
you'll be all right by that point. We'll be fine.
Okay.
Why, are you going to have kids just so they can look after you?
Yeah, it's not for me. It's not for them, is it? It's for me. You have kids for yourself. No, I think I want kids. Yeah, definitely. You got to have kids at some point. Well, you haven't. You don't have to, obviously. But
You're forcing them on me now.
No, I just worry about imagine being old and then there's no one coming to see you and stuff. It's sad, isn't
I'll
it?
come see you.
You'll be long dead before I get old.
I'm trying to get up. I'm not trying to get anything up, Ethan. He's been a bit filthy today, Ethan.
He is. He's come back from Marbella and he's seen some things, I think.
Yeah, Ethan, you were what were you doing before Marbella? Did you go to London? Did you head down to Canterbury?
No.
Where did you go then?
Oh,
you
sorry.
Went on 2 holidays.
I went to Newcastle, Joe. I was just going to say, and I might get this cut, but when you were talking about pirates and being a bit dirty, I just thought I'd look up something that I remember talking about when I was away. Have you heard of something called the Angry Pirate?
No.
So this is a sex act.
Oh, God.
Oh my God.
It says it's the act of, and this might get cut, of receiving oral sex or standing upright, ending with the receiver not only shooting his sperm rocket into the giver's eyes, but also kicking the giver in one of his or her shins, thereby hindering the giver with a peg leg and a defunct eye. And I assume when the semen goes in the person's eye as well, they'll probably give a bit of a "ah" sound when it goes
and
in
the fact
there.
it's called semen. That
Yes,
helps.
yeah.
So, what do you want to do that now? Right, it's Fart Club time. We love Fart Club. It's one of what are you eating? It's one of our favourite features. So there's one person who comments playing saying, "Please, can you stop Fart Club?"
Who?
I don't know. I don't think they like the sound of farts. But we know what we do on Friday. Fart Club is I pick 3 of my favourite farts.
So you're in a fart WhatsApp group?
We're in a fart WhatsApp group. Nearly 8 million views on the fart group. 3 farts, A, B, and C. We want you to pick your favourite, put it in the comments,
Ethan
please.
pick ours as well.
Yes, please.
You know this.
Oof. Oof, God. So that was number 1. Let me play that one again. Oof. Oh, keep pressing play.
Every week, I don't want to laugh, and every week it makes me laugh.
That was A. Still A, sorry. Oh, sorry. That's B. It's very hard to control.
That one was on the road.
That was very hard to
That was
control.
in a vehicle, that.
This is B again. Oof, God, that sounds awful. And this is C.
That makes sense. B is being forced out, so there's like so much strain going into that. The bum is just pursed, isn't it there? Disgusting.
I want to highlight C for one reason. I went to Prague with Daryl, and we went out on the Monday night, and on Monday morning...
Before you went out?
No, sorry, Monday night, sorry. Tuesday morning, I wake up, and I see that Daryl has messaged the fart group at 4 a.m. We went to bed at 1.
How drunk is he out of 10 at this point?
So he must have woken up, and in his state thought, I'm going to record what's about to come out my bum and put it in the fart group.
It's so standard.
And that is C. So if any of you want to vote A, B or C, what are you thinking? What are you going for, Ethan?
Also, can I just say it's really sad that we've sold our soul with this podcast because we had one clip that went viral. Now this is
Yeah, but to be fair, we did
with.
this before the clip went viral.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like someone went, "Oh, do a thing about farting," and everyone loved it. We naturally did a thing about farting, and people loved it. So
we did a thing about farting, and then we thought, well, that was quite good. Let's do it every week now.
Yeah.
And let's make it a segment.
Can I catch you up with some of the drama of the... because when we opened a can of worms, really, a kind of farts, if you will, one person got in touch saying that instead of a fart WhatsApp group, they didn't know they could do that. Their friends have a fart Spotify page, and they upload farts as if it's a song. And they have an album of farts, and they release a different album every year.
I can't be fucking arsed anymore. This is just fucking...
Then I've had multiple people say to me, this is on our Instagram, how long's your longest fart?
Oof.
This one guy who's remains a mystery. He says he hasn't got it recorded. Said 43 seconds.
Well, that's just not true, is it?
Here's a 13-second one.
No joke. Please.
Wow. Christ.
It's not funny, is it?
It's not funny
This
anymore.
is not funny
That
anymore.
30 seconds one's the longest we've had this week. I'm just trying to see if there's any more. If
That's
you want to
fine.
join the
We've had
WhatsApp
enough.
group, it's there for you. What's up?
Just so insane.
It's so much.
How
isn't
did they
it?
join?
There is a link in the description of the fart video that is pinned to our page. Watch it. Join it.
What, on Instagram?
Yeah, on Instagram.
Right.
Bloody hell. I think B for me.
Yeah, B was great. Should we leave that there?
Yeah. Amazing.
Actually, sorry, I think it was definitely A because it kind of went up. Like, there's
went back in?
intonation.
It was
I
an
think
inhale.
intonation.
It was the elusive
They
inhale
swallowed the fart as soon as it
Yeah.
came out. It feels like a somber note to leave on, doesn't it?
Why?
Farting.
I think it's nice.
I hope you have a wonderful Friday and a lovely weekend.
What are you doing this weekend?
Well, me and Ethan are going out for some posh grub.
Is it
which-
just me and you? I thought Joe
Yeah.
was coming.
No, I only had one spot, and I asked for Joe's permission because I know Joe might get jealous. But I said it would be great content if we take Ethan out for a posh meal.
Yeah. Sort of a My Fair Lady type situation, isn't it?
Yeah. So Ethan's going to experience what fine dining is at its finest in Manchester. We'll record all of it for Patreon. You can give it a review.
Have you been to many fine dining places before, Ethan?
Well, no. Although, like you'll find out in the next podcast, I did eat very well in Marbella. But fine dining, that sounds like maybe something I can't quite comprehend.
That is the...
Yeah. It's sort of like, do you know the meatballs in IKEA?
Yeah.
That's fine dining.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's like that kind of level.
Patreon.com/SloppyJoesPodcast. You'll also get Ethan's Marbella special early access on a Monday. It is an absolute quality pod.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
But that's it from us for now.
It's good to see you back, Ethan. I'm really glad to have you back.
Oh,
Missed
yes.
you.
Well,
Love you, Ethan. Bye for now.
Bye! Wave, Ethan.
Bye.
ta-ra!